Things you didn't know. Originally, Michael Jackson's Beat It video was going to have Michael Jackson as a slave master on a boat full of white slaves. Yeah. And could you imagine that back when MTV was already not putting black artists on the channel at all early? And that he was going to come off and do some, and that was the director's idea, Steve Barron's idea. He directed the Billie Jean video. That was his idea for the Beat It video. That's kind of heavy. Could you imagine that? You know, imagine that concept. Now, if you're listening to aspects of Thriller, they do have racial quotas going on. Obviously, with the Swahili, we want to be starting something, which I thought was pretty strong to get the chant and the gospel chant. So that was pretty strong. The black and white concept of him and Paul McCartney fighting over the same woman, which again, there's a lot. And then Billie Jean pregnant on dance, it's like if you really listen to the record and the lyrical content and direction, it's not really meant children friendly. If you really read between the lines, there's like some depth, some deep darkness there. Racial overtones and sensual tones, but they're masked in a way that you really got to read between the lines. It takes the adult brain and mind to really figure that out, where they were going with that. But that video concept was wild. Yeah, Steve Barron was talking about that, and I was like, woo, that was the concept. Wow. Wonder what that would have been like. Because you remember, if you fast forward 9 years, 8, 10 years later with his black or white video, and there was some outrage with how he, did do the right thing, inspired with the glass. They don't care about us. And then if you remember the time, the true depiction of Egypt. So his concepts were very strong, pro-black, and also very strong, direct. But I don't think that would have quite flown. And I think you would have had to have done a different type of song to pull it off with what Beat It was doing. But if anybody could have made that thing happen from a artistic perspective as the artist, it would have been Michael Jackson. But that would have been a heck of a concept. Imagine Beat It like that. Beat It was a pretty radical song with the lyrical content, with the game concept and everything that was going on. So he was definitely thinking outside the box. That's the understatement, But I don't know about, I don't know how that would have flown, the original concept of Beat It being on a slave ship. I don't know. At that time, especially when you needed video to get your airplay. You can't imagine that now if you're a kid or someone younger today watching these videos, because you got YouTube and you got more direct access with other stuff. When you needed the TV and the sponsors, the box was radical, but that didn't come till a few years later. Friday Night Videos, all that BET was connected to MTV, so that was a different era in time. You needed that 40 years ago. You don't need that today. But that concept, whoa, that could have probably sold even more copies of the record. In hindsight, how controversial it was, because he did not veer, contrary to what some people think. Michael Jackson wasn't a safe artist like that per se. Like, there was always some innuendo or some things going on. The Smooth Criminal video had a lot of, there's a lot of different things going on. I mean, he always had something that, what I wouldn't call it cookies and milk. He had some stuff going on. But this Beat It video concept, whoa. That was pretty heavy. The original concept, whoa. But tell me what you think. Would you have liked to have seen it like that? Or are you glad the video turned out how it did? There was a few concepts that I heard about. So I think there's details on these YouTube streets be talking about different things. But this was something that I read about randomly and they was going about it. But, when you go back in hindsight, you think, wow, he was thinking outside the box. But if it didn't come to pass, so it had to go more middle of the road with Bob Girardi, who did the video. But that was an interesting concept, to say the least. Please like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like. Hit that membership, because when you make requests, I get them back to you. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.